And the title of this message is that Mozambique needs help. Mozambique needs help. It's a prophecy. The message is as follows. If Mozambique is not helped expeditiously by other countries, the entire region will suffer. I saw flashpoints in Zimbabwe and in South Africa in a vision. Let us watch and pray. I'll read the message again. The title of the message is Mozambique needs help. It's a prophecy. If Mozambique is not helped by other countries, the entire region will suffer. I saw flashpoints in Zimbabwe and South Africa. Let us watch and pray. I'll read the message for the third and the last time. It says, Mozambique needs help. It's a prophecy. If Mozambique is not helped by other countries, especially within the region, within the SADC region, the entire region will suffer. I saw flashpoints in Zimbabwe and South Africa in a vision. Let us watch and pray. These are not things which I long for or things which I wish for, but these are things which may take place if the threat of terrorism in Mozambique is not taken seriously. The Spirit of God says injury to one is injury to all. I want us to confess and say injury to one, is injury to all. There is no way in which this region can be in good health and in good standing if Mozambique has been injured by Islamic terrorists or Islamic fundamentalists. I'm quite aware of religious sensitivities, but those people, they identify themselves as Muslims. I'm not saying all Muslims are violent. In the past, I worked for a Muslim. He was not violent. But those people, they happen to identify themselves with the religion of Islam. And according to their belief system, they are convinced that they are waging a holy war or a jihad against infidels or people who are not consecrated or served in terms of their religion. So it's a big problem that we have in the SADC region. We used to hear about this problem in West Africa and in North Africa. But these later times it has visited us in Southern Africa. It is not a problem that we can wish away and say it's happening in Mozambique. It doesn't affect us. In as much as it is happening in Mozambique, it is happening within the SADC or Southern African region. Sooner than later, it may affect all of us. So God is just conscientizing political leaders to organize resources with the seriousness that this issue deserves. Organize resources, organize meetings, and organize army units to contain these people in Mozambique. The Spirit of God is saying at the present moment it's very easy for them to be contained there, to be paralyzed and contained there. If they are allowed to spread to other countries, because there is serious unemployment in Southern Africa and a host of other economic problems, these people, they might convert some people to their way of thinking or their religious philosophy. And when many young people are converted to what they believe to be a command from God, according to their religious philosophy, then we'll have a very big problem. because we'll be having our own compatriots subscribing to a terrorist kind of religious philosophy. And that won't be easy to contain. Like what countries like Zimbabwe have been able to do to contain internal opposition, religious opposition or religious wars are not easy to contain compared to political ones. So the Spirit of God was instructing me in the vision to give advice to politicians because they like to take a lot of time to do things. The Spirit of God is saying, when it comes to this issue, it's a race against time. It's a race against what? Time. We don't have time on our side. Those people that might appear like they've been defeated by maybe the Mozambican army and the other contractors that are fighting on the side of the Mozambican army, when they are actually regrouping and strategizing to launch attacks not only in Mozambique, but also in other countries like Zimbabwe and South Africa. I'm a Zimbabwean myself in terms of citizenship. I wish I wouldn't be saying what I'm saying, but the Spirit of God is saying South Africa and Zimbabwe in the region, they are in the eyesight of these terrorists. You hear what I said? I say to South Africa and what? And Zimbabwe are in the eyesight of these terrorists. Yes, so we need to pray for our political leaders to commit resources and to commit their political will, to have the political will to solve this problem once and for all. So that this movement which is happening in Mozambique won't be a movement which will be appealing, because if it is allowed to fester like a cancer, it can attract a lot of unemployed young people in Mozambique, in South Africa, and in Zimbabwe. That's what God showed me in the spirit. That many unemployed people who are not originally Muslims, they might be recruited by these people. And people might be shocked to hear that someone whom you know who has got a surname similar to yours, or who comes from the same village just like yourself, has been killed or has been found fighting with these people. And you will fail to understand how such a thing can happen. It is demonic. Whilst we as intercessors, as Christian and spiritual leaders will be doing our part to pray, those who are in Harare and those who are in Pretoria, they must do their part to be decisive against this problem, including those who are in Gaborone, Botswana, the capital city of Botswana, and those who are in Lusaka, Zambia, the capital city of Zambia, and other countries in the SADC region like Tanzania, Malawi, and so on. We have to take this threat very, very seriously. It's not a small threat. Those people are not a stroll in the park. They've got a philosophy which is promoted by evil spirits. And let us not wait for the problem to visit us before we take it with the seriousness that it deserves. Number 2.